Davrielle, hey, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for inviting me here to do 18 questions about your album 18.
Of course, please come in.
Awesome. Let's actually just get started. How would you describe yourself to your 18-year-old self?
Well, we're both loving, eccentric, and ambitious, but I've learned how to pace myself throughout the years and to be more grateful with what I have.
Oh, that's awesome. Then where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
On tour with my third album in France.
I love it. Love the confidence. Where are you right now in your life?
Well, I'm studying arts management at University of Toronto, and I also work for a theatre festival in Toronto called Summerworks currently.
All right.
And I just released my debut album 18, as you know. And I perform as a drag king.
Oh, sick. What? I love that fact. Okay, cool. You just released your album. Is this your first album?
Funny story, I actually have some of my music on a different album with a music collective I used to be in called Trellis.
Okay, sick. Why 18? Why now? What's going on with it?
Well, 18 has a large significance in my life just because I was born on June 18th. And in my culture, 18 means life, as well as in the Chinese culture, 18 means abundance. And I want my listeners to have abundance and wealth and joy in their lives, as well as for my life.
That's awesome. Okay, what are some of the major themes of this album?
It's quite existential. It looks at life through a love lens, and there's a real conversation between me and myself, and me and the people listening.
Oh, nice. Then what songs do you think they're best exemplified in?
Shivers. It's sort of like the first part of love where it's just sort of lust. And it's sort of like the more butterflies you're feeling.
Yeah.
And it's sort of in a superficial way. And then Dote is when you're diving in, and it's basically do you want my love? Do you want my heart? Should I pursue? Should I go into this?
Right.
Reconstruct my heart is the aftermath of, oh, that was a bad idea. And then learn is the summary of, what did I learn from this? What can I get out of this weird situation?
Oh, nice. Outside of those songs, which song on your album really stands out?
Deeper doesn't fit with anything. It's not heavily produced at all. It's just me and a piano. And I wrote it wanting something deeper from a love.
Right.
And now that I think about it, it was also a question for myself.
Huh. Okay, that's so cool. It sounds like all these songs are so personal. Based on that, is Deepa the most personal song that you have on the album?
Actually, no. Cure, the very first song on the album, is the most personal. I literally detail a breakup.
Okay, nice. Go off, Taylor. But that's amazing. That's awesome. Cure, is it then really you, the most eccentric song on the album, about yourself, or
I mean, they all are tied in with personal experiences that I figure that people should know and have a listen to, because I think other people can relate to some of my lived experiences.
Right. Okay, cool. Did you write all of these songs then, if they're your experiences?
Yes, of course. Actually, there's one line that I took from a producer named Vic NS, and he said, everybody likes to have real estate in someone else's heart. And I took that and I put that in Cure, because I was like, that's an amazing line, can I take it? He was like, sure, that's good.
When did you actually start writing, if you wrote all of these songs?
I started writing the album 18 about 4 years ago.
Right.
And oh hey baby, come here. Sierra, come here.
Who's
this?
This
Is Sierra. Hey, come up.
She's so cute.
She is. But I first started writing songs when I was 8 years old.
I see. So like, wait, you started writing songs at 8 years old. Like, what was that like?
Well, I had a crush.
You've always been on this grind.
And I was deep in my feelings at 8 years old. And I was writing a poem, but then there was a melody with it.
Right.
And the melody just came out with the poetry.
Right.
And they ended up actually singing it for people at camp. And then they loved it so much that they would want to hear it every night before we went to bed. So it was like a lullaby.
I actually really like that. I didn't know that. So then, I guess, what question do you think that people ask you the most about your music?
Everyone asks what inspires me the most. Or who.
Actually, that's a good question I'm going to steal. What inspires you the most, or who?
Well, I grew up on like oldies, like classics, like Barbra Streisand. She's very inspiring. Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald.
Yeah, like classic artists. I love that. So like, these guys, like, does it mean that like one of like their albums was like the bigger inspiration in your life?
Actually, no. Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon was the album that really helped me throughout my tumultuous teenage years.
Right. Like, what about that album did you think was actually like so impactful?
It was the first time I heard music ask questions of their audience and like have us self-reflect on our priorities, because it brings up questions about money and how we think about money, and then also how much time we actually have.
Right.
And it's just like a soulful warning to humanity.
Oh my god, a soulful warning. Do you think then like we've listened?
I think we're close. I think there's hope. I think we're closer now to seeing the bigger picture of everything. And I think more people are waking up that things need to change.
Right. And are you kind of like trying to get that out in your own music?
Yeah, I think Pink Floyd, Dark Side had a lot of like, this is individual experiences, and with 18 I'm trying to tie in individual experiences as well as conversing.
Right. Okay, wow, I love that. So then, like, in general, do you want to write about anything that you haven't written about before?
I want to start centering my music a lot more around love of the self and of the other, and having that be a union and a harmony.
Oh my god, cool. Wow, I can't wait. And so like, but like, why music? You know, like, why are you like doing it like through song? Because I mean, it sounds as though that you definitely have like a message that you want to get out, but why like through like music?
Well, it's just the easiest for me. Like, it just comes quite naturally for me. And I realized that I can curate a vibe. I can curate a move. I can let someone live in a song.
Right. Oh my god, cool. And I guess like the last question on the 18 questions about 18, what's one artist you would have loved to collaborate on in this album?
Probably Gwen Stefani. She's like, for me, she's like the OG, like girl power woman. Love Angel Music Baby really helped me. And then I got into No Doubt for a while, and I'm just a fan.
Okay, I love that. Well, Davrielle, thank you so much for your time and inviting me here.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for coming.
Like, it's been a ride, and I cannot wait to actually finally hear 18.
It's out now on all music platforms.
What's for it?